This season, Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets has been one of the biggest surprises this season, people are saying. He's been super efficient. He's been shooting 53% from the field, almost 47% from three, and 85% from the line, while scoring 16 points and grabbing 6 rebounds. However, what if I told you these are just mediocre numbers for Michael Porter Jr.? What if I told you this is just the start? Something great. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Michael Porter Jr.'s career as a basketball player so far, and how much potential he really has. So if that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Back in 2017, our guy Michael Porter Jr., he was the second best player in high school rankings, only behind Marvin Bagley. He was in front of guys like Mo Bamba, Colin Sexton, DeAndre Ayton, Mitchell Robinson, Jaren Jackson, all these lottery picks. He was seen as better than them, except for Marvin Bagley, of course. At the time, he was a 6'10", 213-pound small forward from Columbia, Missouri. He was a 2017 McDonald's All-American. He was a Gatorade National Player of the Year. In 2016, Michael Porter Jr. committed to Washington. Next year in 2017, he decided to decommit from the Washington Huskies. Then he decided to commit to the Missouri Tigers, and he would officially go there for college. In MPJ's debut in Missouri, in the first 2 minutes of the game, he suffered a terrible back injury. He then had to get surgery on his back, and that put him out for almost the entire season, except for the last 2 games. In these 2 games, he didn't do anything special. He averaged about 10 points, 7 rebounds, and about terrible efficiency too. 33 from the field, 30% from 3, and 78 from the line. This led for Michael Porter Jr. being projected the second pick, now to all the way almost out of the lottery. After the surgery, he was still not 100%. He said before the draft, he had to cancel workouts with NBA teams because he had muscle spasms in his back and he couldn't even leave his bed without it hurting. This injury was supposedly from overuse of his back. When he's jumping up for rebounds, he's coming down with it, possibly over-rotating his spine on passes. That's what the doctors are saying would happen to him. So basically, overuse of the back is what caused this huge injury. It basically built up over time and just got worse and worse. 4 months after this surgery, he could finally turn to Missouri to play basketball, but as I said before, he did not perform very well. But he hasn't really been able to move around in the past couple months, so we got to cut him some slack there. He's obviously out of shape a little bit, so in a couple months, give him some time to practice more. To run his legs a little more, he'll definitely feel better. Now on draft night in 2018, his name did not get called until the 14th pick when the Denver Nuggets decided to take him. Many teams saw him as a threat because of this back injury. They know if he could hurt again, be out for his entire career. But the thing is, as we saw before in high school, he was an absolute bucket. So the ceiling for him is much higher than other players taken above him. And the Nuggets GM likes to take players that are high risk but high reward. Another example would be Bol. Took him in next year's draft in 2019, but that's beside the point. In the 2018-2019 season, Michael Porter Jr. did not step on the court for the Nuggets once. He's still recovering from his back injury, and they didn't want to risk it with him, so they just did not play him at all. Which was pretty smart if you ask me, because we've seen in the past, players will play over injury and just be out for a while. We saw that with IT and the Celtics. He played that one series against Washington where he had a hip problem. In the next 2 seasons, his career just basically fell apart. He didn't really step on the court for a couple of years, and was not in his best form when he came back. But this is about MPJ, so let's get back to that. But next year in 2019-20 was his official rookie season. He didn't step on the court the year before. He had a decent year that season. He didn't play a ton of minutes. He only played 55 games, only got 16 minutes a night, which is smart for the Nuggets. Didn't want to overplay him. He had an injury. He averaged about 9 a game, 5 rebounds, and he was pretty efficient as well. 50% from the field, 42% from 3, and 83 from the line. So he was hitting his shots. He wasn't playing a lot, but you don't want to overplay him. Unfortunately, he was one of the worst defenders in the league. But, he's still a rookie. He was only 21 years old. He can only get better from there. Now, this season, he's really turned up. As I said before, he's averaging 16. He's shooting 53 from the field, almost 54. He's super efficient from 3, 47%. And he's 85% from the line, and he's grabbing 6 rebounds a game. He's played 11 games this season. He's started 4 of them. He's looking like he's just getting started with his NBA career. I hope he never has to deal with another injury again, because in his high school days, he was looking really good. You never want to see a player's career get ruined by injuries. He's also a rare talent. He's 6'7". He's got guard skills. He's quick. He's got a great jumper. He's going to draw Kevin Durant comparisons, but, obviously, if you're tall, you can shoot. You're going to get Kevin Durant comparisons, but I don't know. I think he's a little more powerful than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is smooth with his game. He's quick. Michael Porter Jr., he's a little more solid than KD. He can dunk on people. He's really explosive. And his jumper is so smooth. His off the catch and shoot, he gets it off so quick. It's really fun to watch. Hope you guys learned something new about MPJ and that he's going to be a problem in this league for years to come. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe.